Hi, I'm Hunter from Battlefield Sports. In this video, I'm going to show you how to zero a Cobra tagger. Zeroing is very important for customer satisfaction. Zeroing a tagger means lining up the scope with the infrared beam. While playing, players should line up the red dot in their scope just a little bit above whatever sensor they're going for. Why do we say this? Well, there is a gap between where the red dot is in the scope and where the infrared comes out. When you're zeroing, you want there to be a parallel line between where the red dot seems to fall and where the infrared is going. If you zero the taggers so that the red dot is directly on the target, that will only be good at that distance and everything else will be out of alignment. When you first get your taggers, they will be zeroed, but over time they will fall out of alignment and you'll need to zero them again to make sure everything is still aligned. Use the printable sheet from Battlefield Sports to get the correct alignment for your Cobra. You will want to regularly zero your taggers. Your customers are likely to get frustrated and have a terrible time if they can't get the people they're aiming at. Joining me for this demonstration is Hammer. He'll be demonstrating how to zero the Cobra tagger. This applies to both the Striker and Awesome models. To begin, zeroing requires a dark setup and an infrared camera. The camera is connected to a monitor so we can see what is happening. The first step in zeroing is taking off the caps. You use a screwdriver to change the alignment of your red dot.
See this? You twist this. This up and down, this is like left and right. And it spins. That's how you move the dot around, right? Now, to get into the zeroing mode, you need to hold down this black button and turn it on.
Zeroing mode looks like this.
You want to match the red dot here with whatever lines up here, so which one is it?
Cobra is the fourth one. Yeah.
It's about that high.
Zeroing mode causes the tagger to consistently shoot. That way you can easily line up the infrared beam with the target on the printout. There are two ways to zero a Cobra from here. You can align the beam with the target, or you can align the red dot with the small dot on the printout. From there, you can move the other element into position. Right now, for this particular tagger, the dot is landing here, the red dot, when the infrared beam is hitting here. So we need to move it along until it lines up with this dot.
I think it's this way. Yeah, it is. Okay. No problem. Alright, so it's the dot that way, right? So you want to spin it, what is it, anti-clockwise, I think? A couple times?
Yep.
Measure it again. A little bit more. Okay, now it's straight up and down. It's a bit high, so we want to spin it anti-clockwise again. I think this is like...
Keep checking your changes as you go.
But yeah, then that's done. Turn it off, put the caps back on.
As an additional test, you can use a simple target to test both the range and the feedback. Since this is at a different range, you can be sure that the zeroing is accurate. Furthermore, you know that the hit feedback is working on your tagger. You can keep the tagger in zeroing mode. Make sure both devices are on Battle 1.
But you can kind of do a double check, so I can aim to one side, aim to the other, up and down.
And that's how you zero a Cobra tagger. If you have any questions, be sure to leave them in the comments and don't forget to subscribe to get all the latest videos.